Hello everyone and welcome to another InstaForex daily market analysis. For today, I decided to cover British pound versus US dollar. I will speak about Bitcoin, dollar index, gold market, crude oil, and NASDAQ. I will start with the British pound versus US dollar first. And what we can see here is we had quite a strong downside movement in the background. But we can see here that 1.2900 is a key short-term support for the pound. Here on the hourly time frame, we can see that already market they're basically building higher highs and higher lows. So from my perspective, there will be a still chance for one more swing high and rally towards the at least 1.2950 area, and then eventually there to see if the sellers can come, so we can have something of like downside continuation. So for now, I see the reaction up, at least for a 1 day or so, 1 day to 2 days reaction up, and then eventual downside continuation. On the daily time frame, we can see that market is just trading around a 10-day moving average. So watching for potential rotation upside and then downside continuation in the pound dollar. On the Bitcoin versus US dollar, let's take a look at it first. Here we have a weekly time frame and we have a supply trend line. So this is we had lots of reactions from the supply trend line. It seems like market is just trading around that level. We had upside, more like an outside, bullish outside candle on Friday, but it looks like it was like pretty climatic in the late stage after the rally. So I see that this is a potential like a climax and potential for the further downside movement is present. If the market can trade below 65,900 or so and take this pin bar low, there is a chance for a downside rotation and even a retest of the 63,300 mark. Speaking of the gold market, we can see that market had quite a big sell-off on Friday and all the way down to the recent previous swing highs, something we spoke about, so 2,395. But because we had this down 2 to 3 down days in a row around the 20-day, I do see potential for consolidation or even some reaction relative to what we had on Friday. So we have the previous, let's say, declining 50 bar moving average on hourly 2,422. I have the Friday's high at 2,400, around 2,444. And you can see here also in the weekly time frame quite a big tail last week. So this seems like a fake breakout from the buyers, and the sellers are taking control. But again, because of this down move on Friday, I just see more like a consolidation day. In case of downside continuation, the next major downside objective is at the 2,355 mark. On the crude oil, we had a pretty much down day and on Friday. So we can see that basically the crude oil cleared the 80.30 mark, and now this seems like quite a tight consolidation. So from my perspective, there is a chance for a downside continuation, and the next downside objective is set at 78 mark. And on the NASDAQ 100, we had more like a bearish 3-bar balance to the downside. Market closed on the low last week, so I see potential for the further downside movement. But because we had like a couple of days in a row to the downside, we might see some consolidation / reaction up. And then eventual downside continuation might be into play. The next downside objective, I will say, set around 90,300 and then 18,970 mark. That will be all for this InstaForex daily market analysis. Have a good trading day and speak to you soon.